The minute I saw your ad, I just thought, oh, I got real shaky. I thought, I've got to do it.
Well, believe it or not, but we are on the road again and we are going to Atlanta, Georgia. So as you can see, it is snowing, but the roads are clean and clear.
Constantly being salted. Only 11 and a half hours to go.
Yeah, what time did we leave?
6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was out loading the bike onto the back of the truck at 5:30 a.m. in -3 degrees, and it was cold. You know, I felt like this is like an episode of Ice Road Truckers. About a year and a half ago, I had the idea of buying a bike for Masha to learn to ride on. So I thought it would be quite cute as well to get a bike that came from the same year that she was born, and that was all sort of going well. And then we had a heart-to-heart on our last road trip, and basically Masha said, look, to be honest, she is not all that excited about the concept of learning to ride on a bike like that.
I'm a much better spectator when I'm on the side of the road watching Ross riding dirt bikes. I can cheer, I can clap, I can run along the racetrack, but probably not a good rider of a dirt bike. So hence why we're selling it. But I did appreciate the gesture and the thought.
So yeah, anyway, after I advertised it, a guy contacted me and he said that he is in Atlanta, and then he gave me his address. I had a look and I thought, oh, you know, it's actually not too far. I mean, it's a 14-hour drive, but still driving in the US is quite easy. So I said, well, look, you know, if you pay me what you would have paid the shipper, I'll bring it down. And so that's what we agreed on, and so that's what we're doing.
That is Pentagon. If you have never seen it in real life, here it is, Pentagon. So you could tell that we are in a sunny state, and this is in fact a sunny state of North Carolina. That's where we currently are. We have been now driving for almost about 9 hours. So we crossed quite a few states, and North Carolina was the first state where suddenly, out of the blue, the sun started shining. There is no snow. We got rid of all our jackets and enjoying a little bit of sun. Getting closer and closer to Georgia.
Pouring out the speakers, won't you be my summertime queen? It's been a bottom shelf budget and a high street dream. So what's your champagne slip doing with my ripped jeans?
So last night we arrived in Atlanta quite late, and it was a little bit of a challenge to drive quite late in the night in the dark. So I didn't film much yesterday. We were knackered, and so Rossi dropped off the bike with the buyer, and that was all fine. And then we went to the hotel, and there wasn't much to report, to be honest. Anyway, we're happy. We're on the way now to Virginia. We're staying in Virginia for one night. It's a much shorter journey for us today, only 6 hours or so. We are getting closer to Virginia, and a very clear sign in front of you, the Blue Ridge Mountains. So beautiful, especially in the sunset.
The 20-something summer night, you and I, we were guided by moonlight on a midnight ride. While I was caught up in time, you were just wasting mine.
So after we spent a night in Atlanta dropping off the Honda SL350, we hit the road again first thing in the morning, but we're headed home. But this time we're heading back through Virginia. And tomorrow morning we're picking up another little bike, and you'll see that tomorrow. And then we're going to go home tomorrow night. Yay!
It's a beautiful frosty morning in Vermont. We are in the mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains, and you can tell it's cold. Look.
Here we are on Mill Mountain, which overlooks the town of Roanoke in Virginia, and we are at the Blue Star Lookout. Well, actually, Blue Mountain Star Lookout. It's sometimes known as the Roanoke Star as well. It's considered to be the Hollywood sign of the East. And it was constructed in 1949 when the local councillors decided they wanted to do something special, and so they got together with the business people who decided to build it for Christmas to kick off Christmas shopping a little bit early. And look, this is the back of it. Quite a large construction. Check out this overlook here. Here they call them overlooks. Aussies call these things lookouts. I always thought it was like, look out! But it's not, it's just look out.
It's slippery.
It's very slippery, be careful. Wow, what a lovely view. So the Blue Ridge Mountains. Over there, Roanoke City straight below us. And what the heck is that thing? Oh, look, there's a star.
There it is. It's so cold. I think it's probably -5 this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we didn't spend much time by the star, going back to the car, and we have to drive to, well, we're driving home this morning all the way to New Jersey, which will be around, I think 7 hours all the way. But we are picking up another bike. Ross is picking up another bike, and that one has a story associated with the bike as well. Let's see. I'm doing a video blog. Do you mind if I film?
No, you're all right.
It's about Ross's adventures with bikes and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Hello! Hello there! Hello, you gorgeous!
Well, Sydney was where we grew up, but the family moved up to the Sunshine. It's kind of like people moving down to Florida kind of thing. So, Brisbane in Queensland.
I'm always wrenching. I'm always wrenching. Well, that's the XR that you bought.
That is beautiful.
This is not the original carb, but the original carb's in there. I modified the original air boot, but there's another original air boot in there.
Okay.
So you can take all that off and put it back to original, or you can find a Bikuni carb for it, the HR22s.
Yep.
Wake it right up. Other than that,
I used to bring it into my bedroom, and it was beside my bed, so I'd fall asleep looking at this thing. And then it was the first thing I saw when I woke up in the morning. It was just like, oh!
My first bike that I ever bought was a MX-76, an Indian MX-76. And then I had that was like a 73, 74. And then the dealerships shut down and you couldn't find parts anymore.
Yeah.
So I bought a YZ85, or not YZ80, they're not 85, 85 now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I bought a YZ80, 1976 YZ80C, and I put DG swing arm on it as a dub shocks,
Wow.
100 front end, and I raced that for a number of years, but we lived in an apartment, and I would
Yeah.
ride it up the steps and bring it into the apartment. So I can relate to having it in the house.
This is Virginia countryside.
The minute I saw your ad, I just thought, oh, I got real shaky. I thought, I've got to do it. The last time I raced was in England on the KTM 300, and I was never like a serious, in contention for anything, except, having a great time, which I did.
Right.
I was like between 10th and sort of 14th in my age
Group.
Yeah, and I thought that was cool. And of course, it's always fun when you can improve and you see.
Well, he's
yourself
just
improve.
started. This will be his second year of racing,
Really?
and he got started because my grandson wanted to race. So
On a KTM or on a quad bike?
well, he's going to race his little KTM in there.
Ah, nice.
So I told my grandson I would sponsor him for this year. We bought an RV so we could go to the track and stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're watching Supercross?
Oh yeah, constantly.
We watched it last night.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kid has it on like pretty much all day, every day. If he's not watching it, he's racing the video games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So-
cool.
Yeah, thank you,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Send me some pictures when you get it all done.
Well, dude, definitely. But after all this time, I've got an XR75 again. Oh my goodness.
So now we're on the way home, and the GPS is saying that we should be home in about 4 hours and 40 minutes. So
That's great.
yeah.
Another cool thing about what we've been doing here in the US since we've been here is that aside from getting to travel to all these weird and wonderful places, you just meet so many really, really cool people. And some you have absolutely no connection with, except for the fact that maybe you're both into dirt bikes, or in antique stores that we turn up at, that we're both into antique items or whatever. But occasionally you find people that you actually have a heck of a connection with, even though you've never met them before in your life.
Got full moon fever, pouring out the speakers. Won't you be my summertime queen? It's been a bottom shelf budget.